Some bad news for Fox News when it comes to their $1.6 billion lawsuit with Dominion. The judge overseeing the lawsuit said on Wednesday that he was imposing a sanction on the network and would very likely start an investigation into whether Fox's legal team had deliberately withheld evidence, scolding the lawyers for not being straightforward with him. Really? Fox News lawyers not being straightforward? That is a shocker. What's not shocking is that they did not hand over this video willingly. It took Abby Grossberg, who's separately suing Fox News, to turn over these videos. And we're gonna watch the videos, and I think you're gonna be able to figure out why Fox was not forthcoming with them. Here's the first.
I'm going to be asking you for as much evidence as you can tell us about these lawsuits. Whatever you can tell us in terms of evidence would be really helpful. Okay, great.
I can tell you exactly what we have.
Perfect. And what about this software, this Dominion software?
That's a little harder.
Troubling
to tell you. Right, it's being analyzed right now. I mean, there are a couple of races that have been reversed because the Democrat was triple counted, two already in Michigan. Now, whether that applies for the whole state or not, I can't tell you yet.
This Dominion software, does Nancy Pelosi have an interest in it?
Yeah, I've read that. I can't prove that yet.
Okay.
Can't prove that.
I just love that little bit of Alex Wagner at the end. Yeah, so bear in mind, that was obviously not played on Fox News. That's the sort of pre-interview talk that they do. Maria Bartiromo and Rudy Giuliani trying to prepare for the interview. It is very clear going in that Bartiromo is not a neutral arbiter of what's going on. She wants Giuliani to make the case that this thing was fraudulent. And Giuliani's like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I can't say anything about the software. We got nothing. I'm gonna talk it up once we go on air, but I got nothing. And the Nancy Pelosi thing, I read it on 4chan, but I can't actually prove it. None of this seemed to be an issue for Maria Bartiromo at the time. We have one more video we're gonna play in a minute, but Anna, I want to give you a chance to weigh in.
It's really interesting that. So what I want to know, and I obviously lean in one direction right now, because it seems as though all of these hosts knew what the truth was, or at least, to be generous, they didn't have the evidence, but their bias was so extreme that they were willing to air lies on their air over and over again in regard to the results of the 2020 election. You know, bias is amazing because it blinds you to certain things, but I think this particular lawsuit reveals just how nefarious some hosts over at Fox News happen to be, because in case after case, in news story after news story, you have various members of Fox making it abundantly clear that they themselves do not believe in the election lies, but then proceed to repeat them on air. You have Tucker Carlson saying some of the most vicious things about Donald Trump, calling him a demon, talking about how much he can't stand him, looking forward to the day when he doesn't have to talk about Trump on air anymore. But then he goes on air and he provides cover for the election lies. I am so happy that Dominion Voting Systems was courageous enough to actually go after Fox News over their lies, because it has been revealing. We finally have a better look at the internal workings of Fox News. And while it's very obvious that one can point to Fox News as right-wing propaganda, it was harder to provide receipts that it's just biased right-wing propaganda. Now, based on their internal conversations, it's very clear they're not interested in news. They're not interested in informing the public on the reality of what's happening in the country. They're very much agenda-driven, and they are willing to push out the most insane lies in order to accomplish that agenda.
Yeah, totally. If not for, I mean, the text that we've gotten, it's the most interesting look into what happened. Like, we've previously had lawyers for Fox being like, I mean, they don't really mean what they say, but that's not the person making clear they don't mean what they say. Those Tucker text messages are amongst the most fascinating revelations we've ever had of a media figure. And also amazing, it's fascinating what it's revealed of the MAGA base, that they don't seem to care. It doesn't seem to bother them literally at all.